We're on Kallari, the last one. So we'll start with the passive because it seems to make more sense. Double jumped and marked for death is applied. So Kallari has the double jump. Simple as that. It is. Uh, Kallari just has her normal double jump and her marked for death. Her marked for death. Uh, was that similar? I think that came from her old alt, but we're just gonna pull it up. I'm just gonna pull up the old Paragon Kallari kit so that I can see exactly what it was. Basic attack. Kallari throws a dagger. Okay. Yeah, so Kallari's E in her old kit in Paragon was a passive. After jumping, press jump again to flip into the air up to 2 times. Upon landing, Shadow Dance will go on, and you gain health regen in the Shadow Plane. So what Reverb's idea here is that you just move her E to her passive. Don't reference the old kit. Okay. 1 stack per auto attack. Okay, so mark for death would be a new idea. So you got a double jump, and then you mark them for death. And then mark for death does 1 stack per auto attack. Each stack of mark gives you bloodlust. At 4, 6, 10 stacks per champion, get a damage boost against the target. Stacks last for 20 seconds. Timer refresh if new stack is applied. So basically, her passive says, okay, I'm going to attack you, and for each stack that I get, I'm going to do more damage against you. So for consecutive attacks, I'm going to do more damage. What do you guys think of that?
Makes sense.
That's pretty good. I don't think there's really much more to say about it. It's a fair ability. Seems pretty good. Simple as that. Her Q,
People always build her attack speed anyways.
they do, yeah. Her Q, stealth, increased MS, and health regen while stealth. So increased mana regen. I think what MS is. Stealth
Movement
increased
speed.
increased movement speed. That makes more sense. So her Q is that she goes stealth, increased movement speed and health regen while stealth, applies 3 stacks when attacking a champion out of stealth. So when you deal damage out of her stealth, out of her Q, you immediately get 3 stacks of the marked for death of her bloodlust. Her E spins once, applies 2 stacks. Simple as that. But it does say Darius. I'm gonna assume Darius is League of Legends again.
Yeah, Darius.
I think I know about this guy, to be honest. Yes, 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 yes. So Darius Spin.
The older legend.
All right. For I was gonna say your name, but I'm not going to, Crispy. This is community idea. So what we're doing here is we're talking about from a non from where none of us are testers, and we're talking to the community. So for example, I just met Kenny today. Uh, and we're just talking from the general public perspectives of what of ideas. So we've theorized a brand new character. We've talked about what we think should be the amount of grind time for a few characters uh, in the early access. And now we're talking about Reverb, who is a tester, about his ideas that he has for a few characters and what we think about those ideas. And that's where we are now. And yeah, it is pretty cool. If you want, I don't know if anyone's noticed, anyone that's been watching, but we are currently in the Strange Matter Discord in their voice chat called the Alpha Chat. I feel kind of cheeky being in here, but anyways, we're here. And um, if you want to join in and pop in and contribute, if you have anything to contribute, or just come in and say hi, come on in. Uh, we're welcoming everyone here. Anywho, on that note, let's get back to it. So, Darius, what were we talking about? We were talking about Kallari. We were talking about her E ability, a hypothetical E ability for Kallari. So her E ability would be she spins once, applies 2 stacks. Those 2. Don't be scared to talk to us. We're pretty friendly people. But I'm glad you're in the stream and I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope you enjoy more. So, and the Darius spin. So Darius is a League of Legends character. I have no idea what he does, but let's find out. Darius hefts his axe. Okay, so I don't think it's Decimate. Crippling Spike. Maybe it's Crippling Strike? Crippling Strikes is an active ability that says Darius' next basic attack within 4 seconds become an unstoppable basic attack, giving a bit more bonus range, dealing bonus physical damage, and slowing the target. So maybe don't be scared of Kenny. Kenny's a pretty cool guy, I must say. I
His
appreciate
spin is Decimate there, Greg.
It's his Decimate?
Yeah,
It is his
hey,
Decimate. Okay.
I gotta help you out because I'm in game, but I can tell you quick.
Okay.
So essentially,
Oh, God.
all it is Kallari spins around and does damage. It's like Counter Strike click kind of. He just spins and does damage. And the whole point of the Kallari kit, this one I wrote like an hour ago, so it was like kind of really thrown together.
Yeah.
But when you auto attack people, you get more stacks on them. Okay, so
Yeah.
and then all your abilities apply stacks, right? So if you're keeping up on targets, you can maintain stacks to them, and there'd be some sort of like UI element, so like you could tell how many stacks are in each person, and then you'll see how the ultimate incorporates like working with the stacks. But just know it's the old ultimate, so like the windmill kind of propeller thing.
Mhm.
And if you hit the whole team while they have stacks, you'll see why this kit could be kind of nuts. But I gotta go back down. So see
Okay.
you guys.
Thank you for the explanation. So let's
Okay.
get. Okay. Well, there you have it.
Kallari is a fidget spinner.
Shit, Kallari is a fidget spinner. Imagine that as an emo. Actually, I think that's pretty awesome, and I think Kallari in Paragon and Monolith, we can all agree, was in a bad place. She was loved by the community, but she was garbage. So I actually think this kit with Kallari could get. It's just awesome. It's a great idea to make Kallari viable at all
With
levels
this
of
kid,
gameplay.
she seems OP.
She seems a bit OP. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but that's sort of the other
it's-
side of it.
yeah.
You're never super tank or be able to take a whole bunch of damage. So that's sort of the payoff of actually
Yeah.
sticking in the fight and getting those stacks on.
Mhm.
Because again, you're probably not going to. That's why there is so much movement speed added. Ability to double jump is getting away. Again, once you try jumping in with Kallari, it's super easy that if you stop paying attention to your position and you can easily get rooted and then over.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can see someone play Kallari and
Yeah,
kill the whole
and
team.
the thing I just want to mention too, in my opinion, it is easier to tone a character down than it is to bring a character up. And if you want to give, and I'm going to give an example of that. Remember Iggy and Scorch after version 42?
I miss Iggy.
I have nightmares of. I remember
I
playing
miss her
Iggy,
so much.
walking up, feeling like the big kid on the block against a 5-stack, pushing lane, and they could not stop me. I was one person against 5, and I was still going. They weren't doing nothing. They were. Now I am over exaggerating a bit, but she was good.
Iggy was my main for main lane.
Okay. And we had someone come into the chat. Welcome, Tiger EXE. Do you like Grimmix? We can maybe talk about him. Who knows? So, holy crap! I just got some crazy sound. Hang on, let's go look at what that was. Silver Koi has followed. Thank you for the follow, Silver. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And Tiger as well. Thank you, Tiger, for the follow. Okay, so I'm trying to get back to the chat because we're trying to take a few community chat things. So Tiger_EXE says, what about Countess? Can you bring it back to lock to cast Blink and Alt? So what about Countess? So they did change Countess, and he's saying, what if they brought it back so that It's a lock-on ability for her ult and her blink, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, Tiger, just let me know. I don't want to talk about version 42. Something that I honestly have nightmares. That was the beginning of the Dark Ages. Kallari one-tap damage with Red Zone. And Reverb, of course, just wants me to reiterate, and I will do that. This is all hypothetical, number one. And number two, all stats are subject to change easily. Like, if for some reason someone's doing too much damage, it's easy to just change a number and they do less. But what's not easy is changing someone's kit. So we're trying to get a good kit down, and the numbers come after, if that makes any sense. Yes, you're right. Tiger, as well, we are in the Strange Matter Studio Discord at the moment. If you want to join in and talk and have any ideas, you're very welcome to come on in. So let's keep on going. So her RMB ability, range skill shot, same thing from before that everyone loves. You just throw a dagger, and it does damage. But it applies 2 stacks, and we're working off the idea of this marked for death, where every auto attack deals some bloodlust, which means you do more damage for every consecutive auto attack hit.
Pretty sure it used to slow people as well.
Did it?
Yeah, it used to slow
Okay.
people.
Okay, awesome. And now we're on to the ult. Kallari's ult. Old ult. And when he says old ult, I want to clarify. We're talking legacy Kallari ult. We're not talking the fucking monolith ult. That was bullshit. I remember doing this. Oh, I'm getting ulted. Looks like I'm going to get away today. And I just kept walking. Because, like, yes, you would get stunned or slow, but you still got away very easily. It was very, very easy to still get away.
Did you know you can stun her out of her ult?
Wow.
Yeah.
Anywho, so you can stun her out of her ult, so... Chimera hunt ability. Old hunt ability. What do you mean, Tiger? Do you mean his new passive? His stacks? Or do you mean his new ability? So old ult consumes all stacks, dealing 1% of max health per stack on target, max of 20%. Okay, so the percentages are subject to change, but basically what Reverb's idea is that we go to the old ult, which looks a lot cooler and is a lot more satisfying when you get a kill. It consumes all stacks and deals 1% of max health per stack on target. That's pretty awesome. What do you guys think of Kallari? Do you think that would make her viable at all levels?
Just the stacking is making her viable.
Yeah. And just for the show, I'm going to look up Kallari's old ult. And, maybe turn off.
Yeah, like Reverb said, the old ult can hit multiple people at a line.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see. Maybe this is the video that we're looking for.
The nostalgia is real.
This is old legacy. Right here.
Just release that game, really. Re-release it. Game we didn't.
Seeing this, you can see how much damage you used to do.
Is that her ult that was in there?
Yeah, that's her ult.
Oh, so that is the ult. So this will spin right here.
So if you're on the
Awesome. Cool.
Because she can hit multiple people.
Yeah, and it's a higher skill ceiling with that, and it also Well, it also just looks more fun, to be honest, and that's pretty much all what it's about. Alrighty,
Yeah.
so okay, so apparently Kallari's old alt, the Legacy alt, did true damage when their HP was low enough. So that's kind of like a part of that bloodlust, and I just think that's awesome. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I was not a Kallari fan, but with this idea for a kit, thanks to ReverbOP, please go follow him on twitch.tv/ReverbOP. Uh, I really do believe that this is a fantastic idea. So we have a few requests. Uh, right click mouse, right click mouse, right click mouse is RMB. So we have a few requests to go over a few heroes and hypothetically talk about them, give our ideas and the chat's ideas. So we have Countess.
Yeah, I think